And so on and so on. Now, I don't provide here a simple answer. I'm just saying that we cannot solve this problem by simply choosing one meaning of freedom and we say this is the true one. No, freedom is inherently caught in this type of multiplicity. But again, to play this game, you have, that's the ironic subtitle of my book, Disease Without Cure, no? Every social order with relative stability is conditioned by this freedom and at the same time reaction to it, a way to stabilize this madness. Kant already has the same and so on and so on. You see what's my basic point? In today's shitty, complex situation, I don't think we can play this game off, but this is true freedom. No, the only radical freedom is this self-destructive madness. You know, I like classical music. At the end of Act 1 of Mozart's Don Giovanni, when they have that big feast, everybody sings Viva la libertà, long live freedom. But you have there Don Giovanni himself singing it, the wounded aristocrats, 3-4 who are there to kill him singing this, pure servants singing this, and so on. It's obvious that they don't mean the same thing. No, that's my point. Nonetheless, you get kind of imaginary unity, you know. And I think that this is not just, now you will say, it's easy for you to refer to an opera. No. I remember from 30 years, even a little bit more ago, when in Slovenia, we got, communism was disintegrating. We were all for freedom. But you know what's so interesting? Every group that participated in the movement had so clearly its own notion of freedom. For conservatives, it was freedom of capitalism. For religious conservatives, it was freedom of the church, which was oppressed under communism. For liberals, it was this libertarian freedom, and so on and so on. So what fascinates me is that the confusion about freedom, the fact that freedom was up to a point an empty signifier, which covered or encompassed many contradictory even meanings, and this became clear once we got so-called freedom. This was not simply an obstacle, but the very reason that struggle for freedom was a massive movement. Because precisely you had this pathetic unity, freedom, and we were all mobilized in it. So again, the message of my book is that freedom, as I often say, is a complex, self-contradictory thing. It's not in the simple old Stalinist way to oppose formal bourgeois freedom to actual freedom. Yes, we should up to a point, but nonetheless, Marx never said this. Marx is nonetheless educated by Hegel, by Hegel's text, knew very well that a form is very important. Never neglect the form.